So, looks like Ria. Obviously, it would be your turn to scribe. Being, you've been at the top of the list for a good while.
I would rather not if anyone else is interested.
Well, there's Clank, Ophelia, and Kudo going down the list.
Matt?
Yeah, if you don't want to, I will do my best.
Thank you.
Alright, so Clank is going to scribe. And Kudo, as a previous scribe, do you want to give us a rundown of the events of last week?
Yeah. So we followed the tracks of what we believe to be the last remaining survivors into an ominous cave. Green slime covered its walls. It appeared to be the same substance that Ophelia has in a vial from a haunted manor. Hank says that it is acidic in nature, best not to touch it. As we ventured deeper within the caves, we were suddenly ambushed by strange demons, Alkalists. They attacked us with long, slimy tendrils and caused my mind to be confused. Ria, Ophelia, and Clank were able to slay the demons as they watched helplessly. We moved on and stumbled upon an Alkalith that did not attack us, but clung to the wall, holding open a portal. We could see a vast frozen wasteland on the other side. We debated whether to enter, but ultimately decided not to. We encountered a tunnel with fallen rocks, and Ophelia detected something on the other side. It was the survivors. We must keep them safe. Ophelia spoke to Delania's head and found out that she was seeking the aid of one named Protus, a stealth operative who knows of an exit portal. She tried to establish a line of communication but could not reach him. Was she attempting the spell sending? If so, not reaching him is a very bad sign. She also said that he could be summoned by sending a signal in the sky. That carries with it the great risk of attracting unwanted attention. I rummaged in my bag of holding, desperate for anything that could help us in this predicament. I found a mysterious arcane scroll that Clank gifted me. Very odd, why is he giving away all his things? Ophelia removed its curse. Clank started a ritual to identify it, then poof, Clank is gone once again. My poor hot heart cannot take much more of this. We must figure out how to get our friend back.
Alright, thank you for that recap. So, it is the 63rd of fall at 9:30 p.m. when we left off, I believe. The group was about to attempt a long rest.
No. Clank disappeared.
Yeah, so what do you all want to do?
Here?
Is what?
Is a scroll here? Did it drop to the ground or did it go with him?
No, it would have winked out along with Clank when he was messing with it.
Okay.
Ophelia just starts looking around all frantic, and she's like, "What the fuck? Why does this shit always happen to us? God damn it, Clank disappears again. We finally had him." And you see her kind of breaking down before a slight little light bulb goes off as she throws a sending spell towards Clank.
Nice.
Nothing would happen. It doesn't seem like your sending spell can reach him.
Okay.
Well, all right. So the sending spell goes off, but you would know that he did not get the message, which could mean he's dead, or there is a chance that he's in another world.
Okay.
But not when you say another world, it's not
Another
a different plane.
Yeah, like another plane of existence.
You're not having me roll for this shit?
I already rolled for it.
Oh.
Assuming he's not dead.
I just go, oh god.
Sorry, if he's on another plane, shouldn't this spell reach him?
It has a small chance of not working, but I feel like my magics are burned. I am going to pray to Paylor to possibly give me some type of spell that would be able to reach Clank. Maybe something that would be better than ascending, but
Alright, so feeling desperate, you implore Palor to help you in your time of need. There's a 10% chance he will respond to this.
oh my god!
Well, you're supposed to roll over a 90. It's a high roll.
So it's your character level, and I've always done character level like up to your character level. I don't know how that plays out. If you want to go the vice versa route, that's fine too. But I got excited for premature excitation then.
Yeah, usually I do because I try to keep it like rolling high is good. So you'd have to roll a 90 or over.
Oh, well, premature excitation, Lou.
You thought
I got it.
Palor was answering you, then you're like, oh no, it's just gas.
It's just Dotoris. Shut the fuck up.
Quiet to Taurus.
I would like to give it a shot. If it's on a different plane than you do, there's a 5% that doesn't arrive. Gotcha. Okay, then I will also try to cast Sending, which I'll cast first, and if it succeeds, I'll come up with 25 words.
Lou, can we reread that statement there? In that fucking her thing?
What's that?
If you roll a number equal to or lower than your cleric level, your deity intervenes.
Oh. Oh, so it calls out rolling a low number. Interesting. Usually it just gives a percentage. Alright, well, sure. So, what did you ask for? A way to contact Clank?
Yes.
What would happen? This might be really bad for you. Give me... Shoot, I don't even know how this is gonna work.
For me?
Yeah. Okay, you put me in a weird position. Give me a wisdom save, DC 22.
What the fuck, Lou? Okay. Ooh, Lou. Alright, I have my inspiration still. I can still use my inspiration.
You can get a up to a +6 if you spend 3 points.
You said you're either inspired or you're not, and I've been inspired since. I don't know if that, like, I haven't used it since then. It's up to you. I'll let you RP that.
Oh, I was kind of just switching over to the insight points.
So I can give myself an extra insight, remove that inspiration?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Then I am going to use 3 of my insights,
Okay.
taking me down to 3. For a +6 on a wisdom save.
Yes, DC 22.
Oh.
Okay. So Ophelia would pass out, like, instantly. As you come to Ophelia, you hear screams all around you. There is a bunch of darkness swirling around and people seemingly running for their lives. You would stand, and a figure is looking quizzically at you as he is kind of moving away. You're trying to keep conscious, but you feel really strange. What would your character look like, Clank?
Muted.
Sorry. So you would see a crow-like person you recognize, but they are draped in dark leather trench coat, wearing a wide-brimmed black hat, and all of his feathers, which may have had a little bit of blue tint or hues to them, are now midnight black, and his eyes are also black.
So this would be your character.
Oh,
This would
and-
be the
yeah.
yeah. This might be a little bit different
Cool.
from how Clank would look. Is this
Cool.
character
Just-
also the same race in your story?
Yes.
Okay, so this is another Kenku. All right. So yeah, you see him give you like an odd look as he is rushing towards a stairwell going down. You seem to be in some kind of cathedral, and there's a bunch of dark miasma kind of swirling around, attacking people.
Have I seen this place before?
Give me an intelligence check. It doesn't look familiar, but it does look like some kind of church.
Am I able to say something?
You kind of rub your temples a little, trying to regain your balance as you stand up. But yeah, this Kenku is just rushing at full speed out of this place for obvious reasons.
Am I like... I look down at my hands and stuff. Do I look like I'm, like, material?
Yeah, you look like yourself, as far as you can tell.
Oh, fuck. Then I'm immediately gonna book it after the bird. And, like, get out of here as well.
Alright, so you go rushing down the stairwell. The circular stairwell goes for a good amount of, or for a good ways, as you feel like you're getting maybe into an underground area. Behind you, the screams fade a bit as someone shuts a door and also begins running down the hallway, or down the stairwell. When you get to the bottom, there are several people there, one of which is trying to force open what looks like a locked door. Clank, or at least the Kenku, who looks slightly like Clank, but not exactly, is kind of walking up to the door to
Is
take
it
a look at it.
too late to retcon? Because I now understand what's going on. My bad.
Sure, you can retcon.
Yeah, instead of a Kenku, it would just be a human.
Okay.
Dressed in fashionable clothing, as if attending a party.
Yeah, so for some reason, yeah, like it seems like Paylor's intervention brought you to this person. But anyway, yeah, the human, this fancily dressed person, isn't paying much attention to you. He kind of just strolls up to the door and says, let me take a look at that. What do you want to do? The people in here seem scared, and they're all like freaking out a little bit, as if they've just seen something horrible, which you probably witnessed part of too, with the strange dark energy killing everyone.
Okay. I reach out and I go, Clank? Is that you?
Clank. What? Let me open this door.
Leave him alone.
Okay.
He needs to get the door open. We're all gonna die if we don't get out of here.
I say, I'll cover our rear while you open the door.
Alright, so
Just kind of confused and falling into place, like seeing where this is going to go.
so give me a thieves' tools check, Clank.
I reach over and I go, here, Paylor guide you. May help in this predicament.
Alright. So you cast guidance. Nothing seems to happen though. For some reason your spell just didn't work.
Does Clank feel me touch him? He heard me talking to him.
I mean, he would probably feel you touch his back, but it doesn't seem like it actually did anything. You can feel like it's almost like your magic is not working here for some reason. But luckily, Clank is able to get the door open. Or whoever this is, anyway. and several of them will kind of plow past you, trying as quickly as they can to go deeper into what seems to be like an underground area. Almost like a maybe like a crypt area, which would make sense because you were just in a church. Behind you, there's more screams, and some people are going in opposite direction through the door. Some of them are kind of running back up the stairs, trying to look for other ways out. The human who just unlocked the door continues deeper into the crypt.
I'm gonna keep following and see what's going on.
Alright. Would you say anything about this, Matt? Your character? Because he probably doesn't have the name Clank.
Yeah. Follow, we must get to the bottom of this. I think I know what's going on.
So where are we? What happened?
What do you mean?
The mayhem. It caused me to forget. Where are we?
Let's get to the bottom of this before we start talking. Follow.
All right. Well, Paylor sent me to help you. I've been sent as a guide from Paylor, and I will. So let me know what you need.
Alright, so you're continuing deeper into this crypt. Several people are following you, feeling like you might know what you're doing. One of them says, will this place even protect us? Maybe we should try to find a way out of here. He says, it just feels like we're going deeper underground.
There may be no escape but the way we're going.
He says, does anyone know what that was? I mean, the Dwarven Princess, everything, just gone. The energy just swept over it. Do we know what caused that? Do you know what caused that?
A dark energy has infested this area. We must get out and warn others. Stop its spread.
Alright, so as you go a little deeper, again, you hear like people who are in other parts of the crypt letting out screams as if they are under attack. The darkness must be down here. Is Ophelia doing anything or saying anything?
And at this point, she's just kind of in shock, wondering what's going on. I guess when he says like the Dwarven Princess, would I know then where he's talking about?
I guess you could give me a history check.
Because out of character, I would think I know.
Alright. So it does start to bring back memories of your time at the Cursed Church and what you encountered there. In fact, if this scroll was from the Cursed Church, then something might be going on that is affecting Clank, but you have no idea who this person is that the magic of Paylor brought you to, because it doesn't look like Clank.
Okay, I asked this gentleman, I'm like, what's your name? Just so I know quick call-outs.
Oh. My name? They call me, Ralden.
Okay, Ralden, I'll let you lead the way. You seem like you know what you're doing.
So, Ralden, you would come to a second door. I assume you're just going to keep opening these to get further away from the chaos.
Attempt to, at least.
So yeah, you would easily make your way through another door. You have a couple of people following you. Again, looking very worried about everything that's happening.
I try to offer them some ease and say, it's okay, we're here. Like, keep going.
This is who are you? Do you know of any way to protect us?
I say, I
You
am a
said you
stout
were from
follower.
you were with Paler, right?
I am indeed.
Well, I mean, being a servant of the sun god, there must be some kind of ritual that you can do to keep us from being harmed, keep the darkness at bay, maybe.
Say, perhaps, but this seems so foul. It has even tainted my connection with Palor here. Perhaps we follow our friend Ralden and try to take the most expeditious route out of here.
Clank, give me an intelligence save, DC 18.
Oh. Intelligence save.
Yeah. Oh. So you're kind of trying to pick another door open, and something seems wrong about this. You don't know who this woman is, but you don't think she belongs here.
I will turn around and say, you are not dressed for the occasion. How did you get here?
Palor sent me here when I was searching for a friend. He sent me to you for some reason. So I'm not sure what, but my calling is currently here and now.
We must move forward then. Maybe we can stop this before it gets too far.
Alright, so you continue onward.
Do you sense anything? I feel uneasy. Something interesting is happening here.
Do I sense anything, Lou?
No, I mean, well, obviously you have no idea why any of this is happening, but you don't sense anything strange.
I just shrug my shoulders at Ralden.
Let us go.
Give me another in save with advantage, Ralden. So it's almost like you've been here before, but you don't think that Ophelia or this woman is real. Like, she doesn't belong in what's happening, which is a really weird feeling to have. Like, almost surreal feeling.
I'll reach out. Give me your hand.
I grab it.
What are you doing? We have to keep going. Why are we stopped?
Let's continue.
Alright, so you just let go of her hand and keep going?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you get a little deeper in this place. But it looks like when you get to the last door, someone has barred it. Doesn't look like there is a way out. They say, oh gods, we have to go back.
I'll turn to Ophelia. Do you have any way through this door?
I hit my mace against the door.
Alright, so you pull out your mace attacking the barred door, but the door, the wood, nothing reacts the way it should. It's almost like you just struck something that was completely solid. Like, it doesn't even crack. And there's no, like, almost like there's no force behind your swing. Like, it just completely dissipates as you strike the barrier.
Just go, shit, I really gotta get a new weapon. I don't know what's going on.
We have to head back. We have to head back.
It seems we don't have a choice. This is unusual. I'll knock on the door or bang on the door. Open this up, please.
So at this point, as you are knocking on the door, the miasma starts to creep into the room. It's found us.
Well, I'll turn to Ophelia and say, get out of here. It's maybe too late for us here.
Run to the miasma and try to hold it back.
How are you going to hold it back?
I don't know. That's like a thing. I guess I'm gonna just try to. You would see Ophelia trying to cast a spell.
Alright. Once again, your magic does not seem to function. Give me an intelligence save, DC 15. Alright.
Oh.
So, you don't think this is real?
Doesn't make it feel any less real. Still want to save him.
But yeah, you feel like you're trapped in something that isn't real. Your mind's kind of fighting against it a little bit.
I'm gonna keep trying in vain to do what I can to protect these people, though.
Alright, so the miasma comes at you, but it just sort of moves around and through you, almost like you're not even there. You think that maybe it did that because this never actually happened, because you weren't here. You might be reliving a memory.
Yeah.
Though for some reason, you were able to interact with some of the people, which is strange to you. So yeah, you would, Clank, you would see this, and I'll give you an intelligence save as well.
Oh no.
Again, DC is 15. I'll give you advantage now, because you're seeing this and something seems off. 22. Yeah, you're starting to wonder if this is real. Again, it's almost like a surreal feeling that reality isn't correct. Like you've been duped somehow by your surroundings.
I'll look at Ophelia and say, we may not need panic.
Well, hopefully we'll meet again. Paylor sent me to you for a reason, even if it is not current.
Alright, and at that point the miasma would just suddenly flare up and a huge wave of it just overwhelms Ophelia and comes crashing in. You would hear the screams of the people who are with you, and you would kind of, again, be remembering this as you awaken Ophelia within the camp, and a Clank, or a very different looking Clank, is laying next to you, also awakening. So in the camp, what you guys see is Ophelia wake up and another figure fade into being, basically where Clank disappeared. It's been probably about 4 hours since Ophelia went unconscious.
This is the human?
Well, now it looks like Clank's original description. It looks like Clank, but it looks like something has kind of, I don't want to say corrupted him, but changed him. He looks different.
Kudo will, well, maybe because it's been 4 hours, Kudo would have been like kneeling down by Ophelia's side, just trying to, looking over her.
Okay.
But as he sees them kind of come, this other Clank, similar Clank-like figure appear, he'll kind of like look taken aback and just like kind of in shock. and just kind of peer curiously and poke him.
So you awaken almost like awakening from a nightmare, Ophelia. Still kind of feeling and hearing the sounds of like the screaming and everything around you kind of fading away as your eyes open. Looking around frantically now that you are awake and back where you kind of remember you should be.
Yeah, I just kind of like look around and I'm like, welp. And then I start explaining the story of how when I used that to try to contact Clank, Paylor sent me to a memory, and now we have a weird Clank.
Yeah, Clank
And I
is,
explain the weird memory.
Clank is kind of standing up at this point, looking around a little confused.
Poodle will still be kneeling on the ground, and he'll like do his like head tilt, like kind of confused at this whole story, and he'll kind of try to gently get Ophelia back up if she wants.
Gladly will take it.
So before Ophelia can tell the story, what is Clank gonna do?
I'll guess I'll come to in a panic and look around and see Ophelia next to me. I'll say, "It's you. It's you. I told you that we'd be okay."
I say it's you, as in, and I look inquisitively and I'm like, Roldan? Are you Roldan?
Yes.
Or Clank?
Yeah. Yes, of course I am. Who else would I be? What is this Clank?
He was our Kenku friend that disappeared. And
Where are we?
I see, we're currently in the abyss. We're looking for a way out. We touched a scroll. Our friend Clank, who's also a Kenku, disappeared. I panicked. I prayed to Paylor, and that's where I saw the memory of Roldan.
The church. What happened to the people? Did the miasma stop?
Oh. I say, well, first, what do I call you?
I'm Walden, right?
Okay, I'm
and
just...
I'll look down at my arms and realize that I am a Kenku. And,
explained to Roldan that the Cursed Church, that it was a memory from the past, given what I know about the history. What, it happened like 100 years ago?
Yeah.
And I shared that it did happen about 100 years ago. We had explored the Cursed Church before, and all that was left was ruins and desecrated ground. There is a town surviving around it, but no, I don't think there were any survivors from that night.
100 years ago. That's good. That means that it didn't spread.
It did not, but there's currently more things that potentially are just as evil, or maybe even a cause of it, that are plaguing our world still. So we're trying to figure out how to get back here. Well, we kind of came here by accident, and we've been trying to find our way out.
Well, let's. I hope I can help. And you said Clank is the name of this form?
That was our previous friend's name.
Then you should call me by that.
I guess you look a little similar. It'd be weird, but I guess as an homage. Do you know what happened to our Clank?
Oh, no. I hope his soul was not caught at the church.
Yeah, he kind of just blinked out of existence. I don't know where he went. So at this point, I go, all right, and I share the story of what I experienced, how I met Ralden there, and how he is now here in a pseudo Clank form.
Are you sure you weren't just taken by a bout of madness, Balixus? That doesn't sound possible. I don't know much about this church, but yeah, it sounds strange.
I mean, I guess I should take your word for it. You know madness. But it seemed like I was really there, kind of, like there in the memory. Like, I was able to. Obviously, Ralden remembers me, so, like, was it that madness?
I don't know. I guess Clank or Ralden, whoever did just reappear. He would whisper to Ophelia and say, Clank could be under the effect of some kind of curse. We should be cautious. That scroll could have taken him.
That's a smart thing. Hey, Clank Dalden, I don't know. Would you mind coming over here so I can remove a curse from you? Just to see?
Do what you must.
I touch Clank and cast a remove curse at 4th level.
Alright, so you cast remove curse, but nothing seems to happen.
I say, doesn't seem cursed to me, Balak.
He shrugs. He says, I don't know.
Kudo will waddle up to the old newcomer, and he'll kind of peer up at him. Well, actually, yeah, I think Kudo.
We're both the same size. Yeah.
Okay.
3'6".
Oh, you're still taller than me. And so he'll peer up at him, and he will attempt to. Well, I guess not attempt. It just works, I think. I'll link to his mind as I kind of, look deep into him, and I'll be like, whisper into his mind. I'll be like, Clank, is that you? And
So-
I don't know if it's not really written in this thing, but I don't know if like I can hear or sense like any similarity in the mind. Do you know what I'm saying?
So, I guess Clank, you would, or Ralden, you would notice that you are much smaller than you were before. Kind of looking up at Ophelia, who's now towering over you. And then you would hear a voice in your mind suddenly.
I don't know this Clank you keep talking about.
And when he responds in that way, do I hear? You know how like when you talk, you can kind of recognize somebody's voice. Does his like mind? When they speak telepathically, does it kind of have a voice, and does it sound familiar to me, like Clank's telepathy speech? Yeah.
The connection doesn't feel exactly like Clank. It feels like someone different.
Okay. I'll shake my head. So strange, so odd. And I'll look back at Riala. What do you make of this?
Are you there, Riala?
I guess I would be observing and
I think technically she is playing Ashes today.
get asked to play.
So I
Ashes
guess
tonight.
I am Riala. Riala
Yeah.
will say, this seems so unnatural. I've never known something to change someone's psychic emanations in that way. But my specialty is more in nature magics than in the mind magics that are being employed here. Obviously, this figure thinks that he is, or whatever consciousness this is, has been implanted in Clank, unless Clank is, as was said, maybe cursed somehow. She says, but
Then I'll look over to. Oh, go ahead, sir.
you just say, but yeah, I don't know. I'm very much out of my depth here.
And then Kudo will look over to Ashes and be like, you know of more arcane magics, probably most definitely better than I. Do you make any sense of this?
This is beyond me. I've never read anything about such a transfer of consciousness or a change of psychic personality. The only psychic magic I'm familiar with is, damaging to the mind. I don't really touch minds in a way like you, where you can communicate, or like others who might read things there. I know not what this could be.
I know what it is.
Oh.
It's a miracle from Palor.
It's a strange theory, Rhea says.
If such beliefs bring you comfort, feel free to believe so. But I don't think that explains this. Regardless, you're here now. And this is a dangerous place. I think it is best that you join us and travel for us until we figure out more.
Yeah, let's rest and find our way out of. You said this is the abyss. I've only read of this place. Let's find our way out of here.
I'm sorry you're here now, but this is situation, yes.
It is far better than where I was.
I did not know about that.
It's pretty fucked up right now, but perhaps I can fill you in on how we got here and what we're trying to do before we go to bed for the night.
What did you say your name was? Rhea says.
Me? Ralden.
She says, Ralden, do you remember a scroll with strange archaic runes scribbled upon it?
I believe so, yes. Yeah, there were many scrolls with arcane runes scribbled on it that I've seen.
Did you come into contact with any of them during your time at the church?
Yes. You are talking about this one? I'll pull out a strange scroll with arcane runes on it. I was hoping this would help us stop
So, when you pull out the scroll, it appears to be blank. But yes, you all would see the scroll, and it does look very similar to the one you saw before, but now there is no writing on it. She says, where did you find that?
In the cursed church.
She says, no, I'm asking Ralden where he found it.
In my studies. There had been strange things happening around the town. And
give me an intelligence save, Ralden.
Oh no. I have had more intelligence saves tonight than in my entire career.
Okay. So, for some reason, you're having trouble remembering the details of where you encountered this scroll.
Oh.
You kind of remember, like you were saying, it was in your study, but you don't remember much else, like where it came from or how you got it.
I'll pass that along.
Very mysterious.
It seems, I thought this one would have stood out a little more, but no. I must have picked it up over the years.
And Rio would whisper, "We did find that in the cursed church, yes?"
Yeah.
Well, if he was there, that would make sense.
Same
But-
scroll. It can't be just a coincidence.
I promise I have not hurt your friend.
I do not suspect such. I believe you.
Well, now I don't.
Balak says, well, I thought it was madness, but you really do seem convinced that you're someone else. Maybe this is some kind of magical doing. It would make sense, from touching that scroll. He points to it.
Yeah, like you want to touch it?
What?
I'll let Kudo go.
From what you have described, I wonder if there are alternate timelines. As I was cast here, well, the other plane, from a different timeline. Perhaps his soul is the same, but he is different. I do not know these things.
Perhaps he has some sort of passenger, just as our dwarf friend does.
Well, let's hope it's not what I have. His seems
Perhaps
much
Same
much more
creatures, but-
polite. Go ahead.
But I just meant some sort of possession, and perhaps not as not with similar intent or evil
Oh.
leanings, but just in general.
Like a ghost? Ghosts can possess. Do you think he's been possessed by a ghost that was within the scroll?
I mean, these
Sure.
events of the church you spoke of were something that took place 100 years ago, and you saw visions of, and met
Yeah.
the ghosts of. Did you not? That's I don't know.
Well, whatever. He's here now. We'll take all the help we can get here.
Are we sitting around like because we're resting?
You're in the cave, yeah. You've set up camp and are trying to basically long rest in here.
All right. While we're talking, I'm just gonna casually like take a handkerchief out of my pocket and kind of unfold it, kind of in front of us, and it's got like some nuts and berries, just to see if Clank reacts like Clank.
Nice. I like that.
Oh, thank you, but I'm not hungry right now.
Interesting.
Oh god, it's not. Ah, fuck. It is.
Confirmed.
Oh man. I'll just like drop some like random tools on the ground and see if he reacts to that.
Pick them up and hand them back to friend. I think you dropped these.
Also, just real quick, Clank, you would notice that the items in your pack don't look familiar to you. Because you basically have Clank's equipment.
Is he wearing his
Yeah.
equipment too?
He would be, yeah.
I look
Oh,
at him
shit.
and I go, Clank, that necklace around your neck. Does that bear any significance to you? As I point to the wyvern necklace, and I pull out
Well-
my own and I show him the matching ones.
I see. You have one, so I assume it should.
You would be correct. Previous Clank, your incarnate ancestor. I don't even know how to describe this anymore, but he made them for us. I was wondering if it brought up any feelings for you.
I'm deeply saddened by. I'm saddened right now. I see that you all are looking for your friend, and it seems to I have taken his place somehow. I don't know. I don't understand what happened or why I was brought here. I thought for sure I was gone. The miasma was going to get me.
Well, perhaps if we get back to Gaian, we can find out a little bit more.
Yes. Yes, let's get back to Gaia and get out of the abyss.
Well, we were in the middle of resting, Balak says. We should probably finish that. Then we'll figure out what to do in the morning.
Yep.
I guess it's good to meet you, friend. I'm also myself a bit of a displaced being. He says, you'll get used to it.
I hope so. I appreciate your kindness.
Alright, so the group, I assume, is going to bed.
Yep.
So Ralden, during the night, actually, I'm gonna write your name so I make sure I remember.
Even though we're going to call him Clank?
Well, you can call him whatever you want, but he would know himself as Ralden. You have more dreams about the cursed church. In these dreams, you are kind of seeing the same things, though obviously Ophelia isn't there this time, and you can't seem to get past the point when the miasma flies at you. That's always the last thing you remember, making you you probably feel a little uneasy, maybe something terrible happened.
Awesome.
Alright, so that's all. The night would pass, no issues. Luckily, nothing finds its way. Yeah.
During a long rest, we can cast spells, right, without breaking the rest?
I believe so.
It's not considered,
It's not a short rest. Yeah, I believe that is correct.
Okay. So, at the very end of the long rest, I would like to cast a spell. And it would be... I would cast psionically. I would summon. What's our party makeup? I'll summon a slot, and I would use. I'll do it psionically since I don't have the components, and I will use an extra sorcery point to extend it, so I have it for 2 hours now.
Alright, what watch are you on?
I would like to put myself on the last watch for that reason.
On Dawn Watch. Alright, so then you would sleep early, and kind of when you get close to when your magic is recharging, you're going to use the spell.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright. So you...
I would like to try.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't put the picture on here. Why is it all...
What are you trying to do?
Put the picture of the slot on there.
Oh, I can share it. This is your summon, right?
Yeah, to summon the slot.
Okay, let me see.
Basically, you'll see like a pink portal open up, or purple portal open up, and this green slot and a loincloth step out, and he gives a deep bow to Kudo, and Kudo bows back to it. Okay, that's all.
So we'll say you summon this around 7:30 just to be cautious and not possibly interfere with your magic recharging. You said
Okay.
you doubled the time,
Yeah.
so it lasts till 9:30. Alright, so you would probably notice Ralden wake up early, seemingly with a troubled look and looking kind of tired, as if he can't sleep a little bit.
Go up to him and I say,
Well, this is the people on the last watch, so this would be Kudo, and if anyone else is on that watch.
I'll
Let's see who's on that watch.
wander over to Kudo and say, I'm going to begin breakfast. What do folks usually eat here?
So Riala, who is up at
Oh.
the time, would or go ahead.
Didn't Clank always make breakfast?
He usually did, yes.
And with that, you'll see kind of Kudo kind of flashes a small grin, and I'll be like, what's that saying? Birds of the same feather. And I'll smile at who else is awake at this time? Ria or
Ria. Ria would be the other one on watch, so she's just kind of sitting there smiling a little bit.
I'll be like, I would love some breakfast.
What do people usually eat?
Chef's choice.
Well, these rations aren't much to work with, but I'll see what I can do. Coffee or tea?
Oh, I will hand over some unpreserved rations over to
Has Clank
Over
ever
to-
offered us coffee before? Like he always did tea, didn't he?
he always tea, yeah.
Yeah.
So
For
you,
their-
I guess Clank would, or Ralden would take out his cooking supplies. And yeah, you would notice there's no coffee supplies here, just tea.
Well, looks like we're having tea this morning.
Indeed. Make it as you always do.
A
I'll
large,
give him some-
frog-like being would say something to you in a language you don't understand. Clank/Ralden.
I understand it. What does he say?
He says, "I would love some coffee."
Ooh.
I
wish I
will
could help
put
you.
I'll put a cup in front of the slide too. I'll be like, he'll take a double shot. Alright,
Awesome.
go ahead.
Alright, so Ralden would get out his tools along with the unpreserved, just getting a little bit old now, meats and grains that you got from the army camp, and would start working on those.
when you guys get a second, if you want to vote for where we're going to go.
Can you remind me what number 4 means?
Crotus is the contact. We don't know where he's at. All we know is he can be signaled with the symbol of... that's Delania's contact. Yes, the celestial contact.
And the
Yeah.
Devil City is us going back in and pretending we're with the Devil people again, right?
That's a possible. We don't know if he's still here. Delania was saying he probably would have escaped out of here as well.
And I would say that 4 is not mutually exclusive to 1 and 3. Like 1 and 3 can
True.
be trying to
Yeah.
find them, and that.
So you're saying include 4 just on wherever we go?
Well,
Yeah. Go ahead.
well, didn't we get a lead that maybe we should check the city that maybe he actually might be there.
That was mentioned, that he could be
She
hiding
did
among
say-
the devils.
Yeah, and he was kind of like a stealth operative. So in that case, I vote for 1.
Cool.
And I remember Ash's or Miri, I took seeming with this character just like I had in the other game.
Yeah, Mikey filled me in a little bit, so I know you guys used seeming to go into that Devil City.
Yeah, we can do infiltration.
You said you said your friend is in the city, or you had a lead. that he's in the
Potentially.
city?
We know he's a stealth operative. We don't know where he's at. He could be here. He could have fled. We have no idea.
So,
Well?
Ralden, just out of curiosity, what did you do with the blank scroll?
I'll put it in my inventory.
Alright, so you just put it away. Got it.
All right. Okay. Well, I guess in this case, we're gonna go. I feel he's gonna be like, all right. Well, I guess we're gonna go to a radiated area first, and then if need be, we can make our way back to town. Maybe things can cool off a little bit by the time we come back. So now they're still searching for us.
Realis says, that's pretty far away. How are we getting there? I assume you
Yeah.
mean that place where those large creatures attacked us.
Yeah,
That's all the way to this. That's all the way to this.
all the way down here.
Yeah.
You want to do the city while we're here?
I think
Passing
it's
by
fine.
city.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
I
think it's
mean,
fine.
she says, I don't have a preference. I was just curious how we plan to get back there, if that's where we're going.
Well, that's a good point. I agree.
Go around the mountain.
We can head to the irradiated area, but maybe not in that order. Not first. Yeah.
She says, and I guess maybe you could tell me a bit about this area, since this must have happened before I got here. I can say if you, I guess who would know about that? Who's like still? I guess Ashes would be the only one, right?
Oh, I guess so.
Oh yeah.
Everyone else
Kudo
is...
doesn't even know about it.
Yeah, like you may have heard Clank talk about it a little bit in like his stories of what had happened, but yeah, technically none of you know much about the irradiated area.
mentioned about like, yeah, okay. Then
Mm.
yeah, I would try to describe it, and but I didn't go in, so I would only have what Arch and was it Arch and Clank that had gone in had described.
Realis is so some sort of ancient prehistoric undead
Oh,
beasts chased you out. She says
Yeah.
to Ashes.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, that'll maybe perk up Kudo because he wants to learn how to polymorph T-Rex.
And
The legendary T-Rex.
Yeah,
I'll
the
pull
mythical
out-
beast.
It exists. She says, so why do we want to go to a place with these creatures?
They described some sort of porthole. What did they call it?
Vault?
Some sort of entrance down into the ground. They think was perhaps a compound or a structure of some sort, and it might contain eyes
Clank, we're
or
getting some background noise.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, sorry.
Go ahead, Ashes.
or answers. We don't
Like-
know really.
This is like some sort of like an underground crypt or dungeon or something.
Lou, remind me. I feel like we had some sort of clue later that kind of referenced back to that irradiated area again. Was it the undead guy we mercy killed? What was it?
Well, yeah, the guy that you ended up killing, the Revenant, had a key card to enter some sort of
That's what it was. So I would
underground
explain.
bunker.
Yeah, so I'd explain. Clank found a device he thought was a key of some sort for something like that place that Arch and Clank had
Should be
gone
the,
into.
the oddest key ever because it was just a flat piece of some kind of odd material.
That's right. The dwarf would have known too. He was with us.
Yeah, well, Balak was a little bit out of it during that, but yeah, technically he was kind of there. Who has that key card?
Clank.
Clank does? Alright, so
Well,
yeah.
Clank's bags that are
Ralden.
Clank's bags and person, not necessarily his consciousness.
Realis says, well, I mean, I guess it's some place to go, but why do you think that would help us get out of this place?
I was
more
hoping
about- I think it
you
was
might
more
have
about-
knowledge.
Yeah, I think it was more about a place that is may we don't have clear options in.
It doesn't belong here.
Well,
But
it doesn't
I don't
belong-
know that.
What doesn't belong here?
Oh, go ahead, Clank.
This key card, this little, I don't even know what material this card is made of. And do you see this? What is this weapon? These do not belong here.
Yeah,
We
I think the interest
Wait.
was that it was technology of some advanced, unknown
so
type
so
that
if they
could
traveled here,
yeah.
they might have a way to travel back, or there might be a way to travel back. But I like the idea of your friend is hiding in the city. He might not have much time. And
Yeah,
maybe-
let's head
let's
to
go
the
to the
city.
city.
Can I just?
Let's do
I'm
it.
sorry, out of character, just to make sure I understand. Who's the friend that could be? Do we think Clank is hiding in the city, or do we think?
Crotus. His
Crotus.
name is Crotus. He's the celestial contact. He's the
That's
one
right.
that is
Okay.
really good with the spells, and he's really like a secret ops guy. He
So we think
disguises
he
himself.
might be in disguise in with the demon.
That's what I'm thinking. Exactly.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
was suggested.
Devils, demons, I forget which.
Devils.
Devil.
Beautiful.
Then in that case, yes, I'll change my vote. Let's do number one, or at least I'll vote
Okay.
for number one. Yeah.
But I do think Clank has a good point there. But let's do it. We're doing both. We're just doing
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
We're starting at the city, and we'll start heading there right away.
Whatever gets us out of here quickest. And yeah.
So, go ahead.
Do we still have Nate's character with us?
Not really.
He. Let me see.
I guess I was just wondering about the Vrox, but if we want to say in character that
When the group was sneaking in, you lost track of him. He snuck in with the group when you first entered the city, but when you left, he was no longer with you, so you're not sure what happened to him.
all right, so we don't have any link with the Vrox right now. Okay.
No.
All right.
It was probably at the church, actually, in the other scene. But anyways,
Rhea
Kudo will be-
Rhea would probably hug her quarterstaff to her close when Clank asks that question.
About what?
Any magic items?
Oh, any magic
Not-
items.
not magic items, but weapons. I know. I have read about mortal weapons not hurting things from the abyss.
I say I have this +1 dagger of returning. You want that?
Oh, I would love that.
Okay.
I know how to use a dagger.
oh,
I will
what
erase
about,
the +1 dagger.
There, go ahead, Kudo.
Ash's slash Rhea, the ring of spell storing. Do we want to make use of that? Somebody should make use of it, but it's up to you. Yeah.
Rhea never wanted it, but I mean, it probably would be more useful to Ashes than. I don't know. I don't know though what the new Clank is capable of and whether it would be of use to him.
Are you a thief, Clank, or are you soul thing?
Soul.
Okay. Then
Okay.
then
Then-
maybe Ashes
yeah.
then.
Then yeah, Ashes could
I have
probably
no need for
use-
magic.
Yeah. Also, are we still in that last rest, or are we we've completed the long rest.
You've completed
Or that
it.
last watch, or we've completed the long rest.
Yeah, it's morning.
Okay, so Ashes does want to use this new ability since we leveled up and make a let's do a shatter scroll for that I can use sometime today for and it would be level 3 basically.
All right.
But yeah, if you guys give her the ring, I don't know. Like, I mean, she would have to attune to it. So if you're giving it to her in the morning, then
Well, are you sure? You can have. Well, it's up to Rhea NPC, I guess.
Why can't I
Fine.
find his character?
Who's?
Nate? Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't see him. Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. I think I found him. There's Elric, Elden Spell. Why does it say 12-9?
So,
Because he's a filthy liar.
Rhea's-
is 63rd of fall today or no? See, it says 9:30 p.m. So it's
That
probably
was
the 16th
yesterday.
now. I just want to mark whenever I make notes for these Shrivner scrolls so that I know which day I made them.
Okay.
Are you in the ledger?
No, I was in the calendaring game.
Matt, do you want the gauntlets as well of ogre strength?
Ooh.
Uh,
Well, he's
unless
probably, yeah.
somebody else wants them, I can absolutely use them.
And can we identify? So I guess, Lou, does Rhea give the ring of spell storing to Ashes?
Rhea hasn't been carrying the ring of spell scrolling. She tried to give it to Radu, and then after Radu left the group, it's been in it was supposed to go in the party inventory, but she's never attuned to it and never used it.
Oh, I guess it's been in the party inventory, so yeah, does Ashes want it?
I think
it'd
Ashes
be
could make
best
better
to-
use of it than Rhea if no one else wants it for now, and it could be a low
Yeah.
It's in Rhea's bag of holding. So yeah, do you want it? Then take it. It has, and I'm going to delete it from the party treasury. But it has, I'll put it into the chat, but it has some spells already loaded into it.
Oh, I see. So you're tracking Rhea's bag of holding in somewhere else as well. I was just looking at her inventory. Okay. All right, gotcha. Then yeah, I'll put it in Ashes for now, and I consider it a loan from the group.
Alright, so
Okay.
Ashes will take this.
And can somebody identify the brooch?
Oh, the brooch and the trident.
I'm
I
gonna
have
go
a
with our-
pearl.
If they're gonna do some identifying, I'll go ahead and start attuning to that ring. I know it'll take longer than the identifying.
Are you
Okay.
able to? Does anybody have the identify spell?
No.
I think that Ashes might. Let me look.
Yeah, I don't think Riala does, because that is not a druid spell.
No, Ashes never picked it because she was temporary and other people in the party. She thought, or I thought. No, I don't have it.
Okay.
So, at the time being, yeah, it seems like no one has the identify spell.
Is it possible to have had Ashes attuned to this during a long rest? Because, yeah.
I mean, you could just take the extra hour in the morning, because you hadn't discussed it
Lose-
during the evening.
Okay, I lose some time on my slot then, I guess, but that's all right.
Yeah, that would be the downside to it if you want to do it right now. But I assume that's already what you're planning to do.
Yeah, if she wants to attune to it, go for it.
Okay.
It's up to you guys.
So now, for the things to be identified, you can just try to spend some time over a short rest, like experimenting with them, which might tell you some things about them. What are you trying to identify?
The brooch first, because I don't think we have people that really use tridents.
From session 94. Let me see. And that wasn't the wish list item for Ophelia, right?
No, mine was the Amulet of the Devout. Yeah. Well, I guess I can always use a trident.
Huh.
It's
And you
worth
sure-
hanging on to.
No, I can't use a martial weapon. I lied. I'm an
You-
idiot.
Are you sure the brooch wasn't the actual item? Because I don't see a brooch here. I just see your wish list item.
Oh, maybe it was.
Maybe it is. Then I'll delete
Yeah,
it.
I'm thinking that might have been a mix-up. Because I only have your wish list item as being found. Let's see, tanks. Yeah, you found the tank. Devil Captain. Okay, yeah, I'm thinking that may have been a miscommunication.
Okay, I'll delete it. What about the trident then?
Trident. Also session 94. So the trident seems like it is very powerful. You notice it would be very accurate as well as stronger than a normal trident. And I'll say, give me an Arcana check. Anyone who
I
wants
will
to.
work with Ashes on that.
Okay. So you believe this is a +2 weapon.
Oh, it's a +2 trident?
Yes.
Okay. So, Ophelia, are you taking that or what?
I can't use martial.
Okay.
And can the new Clank use that?
No, I said
Ooh,
rogue.
nope,
Uh-huh.
nope,
I
nope,
wouldn't
nope.
think so. I don't think rogues can.
Yeah.
It's not a finesse weapon.
It might be worth hanging on to should we ever need to have combat in water,
Yep.
but yeah.
You good moving that into the bag? One of the bags? I have this bag here.
Never left a bag. So I will
Cool.
delete the Gauntlets of Ogre Strength because you're
Yep.
using it now. Okay.
Yep.
Alright, I think we're all set, Lou.
Did we wait the hour for the attunement?
Yeah, I'll say you
Decided.
passed an hour in the
Okay.
morning, so
Do
it is
you
now.
wish me to imbue this ring with my own magic, or should we have Rialo or someone else imbue it for today?
There's
That up to you.
spells in there already. I pasted it in the chat.
Oh.
There's like a bless.
Fairy Fire,
we
Bless, and 2
would-
webs.
Oh, okay. All right, then. Yeah, I'm attuned to it, and I put it on, and I'll make a note of those spells.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'll ask the party, what shall we be today?
What about those
Well,
barbed demons that?
that's what we were last time.
Oh.
And we were also the Cambion tricksters. What other demons did we see
Can
there?
we be specific persons, or general? Is it more general?
No, he can control the way the missive shapes you, so he can make you look different.
So we could become those that we've killed, or something like that.
Yeah, you could do that.
Interesting.
I believe,
I will-
right?
Sorry?
Yeah, I'm just reading the spell.
Just a moment. I would like to make us similar to what we were before, but definitely different, because our presence was called for.
Not the same
And-
individuals, but other generic devils of the same kind.
Okay.
Is there some smaller devils that you can make Kudo and Clank, since size
Yeah.
matters?
I'm gonna be Arcane Trickster as last time, but different. What I'm gonna do is I can cast on any number of creatures I can see within range. So I think I would do that on all the tieflings. I would like to make my slot like a bigger devil type or whatever. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And would the bat familiar be like a giveaway? Should it be sea-meaned as well? Or would it be pretty normal here in the Abyss?
I'm not sure what you turn the bat into. It would not be a normal creature to encounter.
Okay.
But
Well,
yeah,
then we can have it. We
'cause-
can We can put. I can put it away. I'll dismiss it and just summon it if we need it.
All right.
Oh, I can make it into something.
I guess you can
Are
make
there
it.
any?
Oh,
Are there any tiny demons?
e-
How about
well,
an imp?
Devils,
Devils.
yes. I was gonna
Devils,
say you
sorry.
could do an imp.
I keep getting the two mixed up. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna make him an imp.
All
Okay.
right. Because yeah, imps are definitely plentiful there.
Inky imp.
So can I equip this trident as a cleric since I only have simple weapon mastery?
Trident is a martial weapon.
So meaning I need the martial thing to equip it.
Well, you can use it. You would just have a disadvantage. Or wait, no, I think you
You
just
wouldn't-
wouldn't get proficiency.
For proficiency, yeah.
So
Becomes an
you could,
improvised weapon.
yeah, it would basically just use your strength when you were
Oh,
attacking
okay.
with it.
Yeah, I don't want that then.
You
Okay.
just
Basically,
kind of
it's
stab.
not good, right?
Trident stab. So yeah, it wouldn't be as good as something that you were proficient with for sure.
It might, if actually, I think rogues get martial, and I think you can sneak attack on a ranged weapon attack. So it might be of value to you just for one thrown sneak attack.
They have to be, I think, versatile or light.
They
Yeah,
have to be light.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's it, light.
Okay.
So it would not
Alright.
get sneak attack.
Alright, never mind then.
All right. So the group is traveling back to the city.
Yep.
Seems.
Okay, so it's about 9 when you depart. 'Cause you had to take that hour for the attunement. It's not too far away. A couple of hours journey to the south. Still, the plains of the abyss are dangerous. So let me do a roll to see how your journey goes. So, as you are walking, Ralden? That's your name,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Balak would approach you and say, Ralden or Clank or whatever you wish to be called. I was curious about something. You saw Ophelia in this vision you had.
One of them, yes.
One of them?
I don't know if your people are familiar with the lore of, I think it's called Groundhog Day. I have trouble sleeping. Every time I sleep, the same sequence plays in my head, the same nightmare plays, and Ophelia appeared in my vision.
He nods and says, it's just so strange. Do you know what significance the scroll would have had to what happened? Do you have any knowledge of what it did?
I barely remember where I retrieved the scroll from. I just know that it was going to help stop the spread of the miasma. It was going to trap it.
He says, was that scroll involved in this plan to trap the miasma, or was that something separate?
I don't remember, but it must have been. There was a reason I had it.
He nods and says, well, I'm sorry about what happened to you. I mean, yeah, I can't even imagine how you must feel suddenly waking up in a place like this.
I woke up. I am grateful that I woke up. So many did not.
Yeah, I guess that's a good way of looking at it. I don't know about this Groundhog's Day, but yeah, it seems like you got through it all right. So I'm glad to see that. He says, if you remember anything about a kenku, like a small bird-like creature, could you let me know?
One that looks like me.
Yes, exactly. You're
I absolutely will, but they were not common around the town back in the day. I had only seen them in the capital.
well. I don't really mean remember him as part of your memories, but maybe well, we wonder, or I just wonder if our friend's still in there somewhere.
I hope he is okay.
All right. Well, thank you for listening to me blabber on. All right. So the group would make it to the outskirts of the encampment. You see the wooden palisades and several several devils on guard near the road there.
How far away are we? Like, if I started casting something, would they know?
You could probably cast something now before you get too much closer.
I am going to go ahead and cast Enhance Ability on. I think Kudo's our face. So yeah, Kudo.
Oh, I'm also pretty good at talking if need be, but
Ooh. Alright, I will upcast that and let me redo that. I'm gonna upcast that and include Clank on this
Okay.
as well.
So you put the enhance ability on the two of them. So as you get closer to the encampment, Ralden, you would see these very large, spiny, devil-like creatures. Probably one of the more terrifying things you've ever seen. Just standing with tridents, keeping guard over the place.
Oh shit. Hold on.
Huh.
Do you need that, Kudo?
Huh?
Need? Not.
Do you
that's
need
too late.
time to talk with these guys?
I don't know. I don't know devil speak. So, but
I do.
it's all right.
Can we turn around real quick?
Ash is
I need 10 minutes, guys. Somewhere where we can't be seen.
are the other spells or the other magic you brought up? Does it not have a time limit as well? And then,
Oh, it does, but
I'll turn to Ashes and Infernal.
How did you navigate the camp previously if no one speaks?
Realis says we had a tongue spell going.
Oh, I see.
Yes, maybe we should.
I want to use raries. I want to use raries and tongues.
What?
Yeah, that's true. If we have the bond up, then Ashes can translate telepathically.
Oh,
so whoever
true.
wants to speak can speak.
I want raries and tongues going. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, remember you could translate, but if he talks back in a language that isn't infernal, they might not understand him. But tongues they would, although they'd be confused possibly as to why, depending on how smart they are. Because tongues doesn't let you all speak each other's languages. You all just understand each other.
Mm.
Which would be odd to a demon that he, if you're speaking common, knows what you're saying. Or a devil, I should say. The last time they didn't notice, but it is a risk. Okay, so you're casting tongues, 10 minutes?
And before that, though, I'm going to want the 10... tongues I can't ritual cast, but raries telepathic bond I can.
Okay.
Do you wish me to do the speaking, since I speak the language, to make it... I'm not generally very charismatic, but it's an option. You could tell me in my mind what to say whenever... Yeah.
Ashes and Infernal say I can speak as well.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Then I prefer not to speak in that case.
Alright, so you cast tongues anyway, just so... well, did you cast tongues? Who are you casting it on?
Tongues is going to be on Kudo. Rary's telepathic bond is on all of us.
All right. So it's about 12:10 when you get to the gates. You have all your spells going. The guards don't seem too concerned as you approach. They say, more of you. What were you doing up north? He says, I thought they only sent one crew up there.
Oh, well, they sounded like they needed more help.
Gives you a curious look. He says, needed help with what?
Searching the area.
Give me a deception.
Advantage.
What's giving you advantage?
Enhanced ability.
Oh, right. Sorry. He says, well, did you find them?
We did not.
Oh, useless.
We,
He says, why bring scouts? You didn't find them, the others didn't find them. None of you can do your jobs. You might as well be on the front line fighting with us. He says, they're a bunch of half-bloods. How hard could it be to track down these tieflings?
That's what I thought. But the demons are swarming.
Make excuses. Whatever. Come on, get back inside. He says, the captain or the general isn't going to like this. You should probably go report to him. Let him know you failed again.
Sure. We probably will be disappointed in me, just like my mother always was.
He just gives you kind of another funny look and shrugs and waves you in. Alright, so the group would enter into this old ruined city where there are several groupings of devils moving about, not paying much attention to you. Looks like a veritable army, much like you saw it as last time. One of the spike or spine devils, who is a tiefling, would say in the bond, I feel very uncomfortable here. Are you sure we should be in this place? I mean, these devils might have ways of seeing through this disguise.
I can either, but I think this is the time we need to.
And just to make sure
Trust
I did the correct saving throw for those guys. It's int, right? Kudo?
It is. It's not
It is
saving
int.
throw.
Oh, is it a check?
Oh, no.
Investigation. Okay.
And the DC is 18.
Yep.
Okay, well, it is basically similar, but they failed in any case. So yeah, you enter the city. What do you want to do?
Via the bond, Ashes would ask, so what do we know what to look for? How will we locate this friend?
Why I didn't want to come here, I have no idea.
Is there any chance he'll recognize us or anything that we could do to make ourselves known to him without revealing ourselves to the devils?
Well,
I'll mind link to. Is there?
You're already linked with everyone with Raries.
Give me a moment. Is there a tiefling that is kind of like a leader? I know Delaney is dead, but.
yes, the leader of the tieflings. I had his name. What was it? So he'd be in the Isik section. Not Isik, the Abyss. It's Urf, is it? No. Oh yeah, it is. It's Urfino. I need to get a picture from him.
or him,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, this Crotus. Do you know what he looks like?
He says, I don't. I actually joined the Celestials only shortly before you all did. They took us in. They were planning on executing us at one point. I'm glad they didn't. But no, the leader of them, she never told me what he looked like. We didn't talk much.
Would
Any of you
Francis
were.
have known anything about a signal or what he looks like?
Well, the signal, Riala would say, remember, was to create a holy symbol in the sky, though that plan was probably made before they knew this place was going to be swarming with devils.
Yeah.
Were you saying something, Kudo?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm still linked to Urfino, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were using the group link. Sorry.
No, he was doing his separate thing.
Yeah, because I don't think we bonded with the tieflings. Maybe we did.
Yeah, everyone. Up to 8.
So there's only
how
3
many-
people, right? Yeah.
Okay. But I'll ask him. Like, none of your allies. Do they know?
He shakes his head. He says, no, we all came to the Celestial camp together. All we knew is the devils who are holding us as slaves, which was one of the detachments from Krusk's people. The demon that you all slew. Or sorry, the devil you all slew, Captain Krusk. We were prisoners or slaves of one of his detachments, and we escaped.
And what was the signal that we were told to make to get him?
Originally, from what they said, the original signal was an image of the holy symbol of the Kirin, the being they serve, which would appear. They would have appear like high above the ruins, and that would signal him to come to that area of the ruins where they had made the signal. So it's like an illusionary. You don't actually know what the symbol is, because I don't think you. Well, wait. Would you
Well,
know?
I feel like, so we were traveling, or at least Ash's
Yeah, Ashes would know actually, because
traveling with Radu for a while, and he was
Yes.
the one that would speak of Remy. So perhaps he would have shared the symbol with us.
yeah. So I'll say Ashes knows what the symbol is, just because she saw. Well, she spoke with Radu, and she saw Arch's symbol, which was like adorned all over his armor.
Okay.
Remy's
Would
symbol.
prior to Radu, well, sorry, I'm sorry, Kudo, you're still speaking directly with.
Yeah, he's got his own thing, but yeah,
Right.
the tieflings would say the only one who might know what the symbol looks like, I assume, would be Ashes, as she is part of the original group.
And so Kudo with that will be like when the party is wondering this through the bonds, he'll be like, perhaps we could make the symbol not in the sky, but smaller, and just go from place to place in this camp and try to signal him if he is here on the ground.
Agreed. I thought perhaps we could leave a simplified version of it in the dust, or here or there, just and watch for people to pass it by and take note of it. Would we have?
If we have it on our body, and if he sees us, he can find a way to contact us.
You have
Would
a what?
this symbol be something that we would believe would be known by the devils or other residents of this plane?
They probably don't. Well, I mean, depending on how smart they are, some of those versed in religion might recognize it. Especially being a good deity, it could be, they might look out for certain things like that, to know that an enemy or someone might be an enemy to them. But normally, devils wouldn't know.
Okay.
They
I don't necessarily
might just think
it
it looks weird.
Yeah, it might be odd to wear a symbol on us. It might draw questions, even if it's not recognized. But
Kudo. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, no, you go ahead.
Kudo will ponder, and he'll be like, Clank, Ralden, whoever you are, don't the thieves have a way of making such marks or such signals?
Very much so. This friend of yours is a thief.
He is a stealth operative. Maybe
Ah.
he is learned in the ways of the rogue.
Great. Well, let us leave a few messages.
You could use,
Maybe we
yeah,
find a.
if not the symbol, then perhaps in this masked speech of yours, you could write the word Remy or something like that.
Maybe we find somewhere where we could send them, and just let's quietly walk around a little bit just to get an idea of this town, and we'll leave some messages in some discreet places and have a meeting spot at some point.
Sounds like a plan. Let's do that.
And Ashes, you I think I have met your kind before. You have the ability to write messages that no one can read besides the intended target.
Pause. Let me see.
Or maybe that is a magic. I'm unsure.
I mean, I can erase anything I have written magically quite quickly. I'm sorry, out of character. If she has an ability like that, I don't remember it. So I'm browsing right now. But
Cool. Cool. Well, let us walk around, find some good places to send messages, and we set up a meeting at a certain time and place. Does that sound like a plan?
yeah, I do agree. Lou,
All right.
you said there's imps like flitting everywhere here, right?
Yeah, so there are several large groups of imps moving about the city. A couple of them carrying scrolls, possibly missives from maybe one group to another.
Are there any that are traveling alone, or do they travel in packs?
You might see a lone imp every now and then.
Okay. Can I take a little parchment and roll it up and give it to Ink? And I will send Ink to kind of not get too far from us, but just look for people that seem to be acting differently than any of the other devils, or observing the other devils particularly.
The creature will do the best it can. How far can it get from the group?
Let me
For
find
the
it.
seeming, I mean?
Oh, for the seeming.
Because I think there's a range on that.
Yeah, it would. Well, I think it has to stay within 100 feet just to communicate with me. So I wasn't sending it far, but what is the seeming range?
30 feet?
Is it only 30 feet?
Yeah, I think you have to stay near Kudo, but let me double check.
Okay. There it is. I know 30 feet is the range when you cast it. I didn't know. Okay.
It might be, actually.
I thought that was just on the initial cast. After that, everybody can wander off and do their thing.
Yeah, it might be that.
But it has a duration.
Yeah, it doesn't say you have to stay close together. So I'll assume that after it's cast, because there's no.
So is just gonna try and maybe infiltrate a little better, just like in the sense of like kind of flitting around a little bit more than we can. Like we're kind of walking in the aisles of the tents and camp lanes and stuff, whereas he can like flit around, I guess. I don't know. It may not be useful, but he's gonna keep an eye out kind of near us, but around.
All right. Yeah, he's keeping an eye out. So what is the group doing? Just kind of looking around for something or someone who seems out of the ordinary? Something
Yeah.
suspicious?
Yeah.
Okay.
Clank is actually looking around just to get a map, and then find places within this town that would be a good place to hide a secret message. And the big thing he's looking for is a secluded area that there's not any devils, so that we can set up a meeting place, kind of like a little secret hidden home base.
Or even maybe a nook or something where we can kind of dodge out of the main traffic and a little bit out of sight or something.
What was that, Mikey? Can't hear you, bud.
Sorry, no, I got nothing. Yeah, I'm just gonna go along with you guys.
Cool. Yeah, I would be looking for a place that might be a good place to meet for some unscrupulous people to meet below the radar.
All right. Why don't we do a break? Do a
Sounds
10-minute
good.
break, and we can come back and we can have you guys look around for this guy. All right, so 10 minutes.
Okay.
How are you doing, Mikey?
Doing good. Just
Good.
chilling.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, I got like nothing to do with the city. Like, fuck,
I mean, we need to find a way out, and this is like our best lead.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have no clue how to find him.
Waiting to see when this paycheck's coming through, so I can see if when I can come out to see you.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's yeah.
Dude, that's fucking correct. I literally slept funny like last night, and my back is killing me.
Yeah. Those nights happen. I really enjoy having like a job that is pretty physical, because I've gotten in pretty damn good shape from it.
Stepping on grapes.
I just walking the fields and moving
Hauling.
barrels,
Yeah, I was gonna say hauling barrels.
hoses.
You're so strong, Matt. I honestly saw that picture when you were showing Edison the shop and stuff, and I was like, damn, he looks pretty fit.
It's hard. I appreciate it. Yeah,
I figured you would want to know a little bit for me to tell you in person, because I know how much you enjoy my teeth, how good you look.
Oh yeah, I always appreciate compliments from you.
Do you want to hear a funny man? Oh, I think you're in the group chat with the accents about Brenton's dad.
Yeah. Remember? Yeah.
Dude, we're in a group chat too, and we're just giving Brenton so much shit.
Oh, I'm not the part of you guys are in one with Brenton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're not doing anything for his dad. They said real small family thing. Brenton's in town, basically just to support family and not be there for his dad, but just be there for his mom and sister.
Yeah.
And then he's telling Nick and me that he actually just came in town to kiss Natalie because I told him how good it was, and he wants to try. And then I just replied back, 10 out of 10 would kiss your sister again. Nick didn't say anything about it.
Yeah, Nick's usually got a witty comeback.
He got kind of mad.
Yeah, that happens.
Oh, dude, you got a sister too. Damn, I could have kissed your sister.
Yeah, that would have been weird because we moved when she was...
what, 14, 15?
She wasn't in high school.
So I think she was same age as my sister, right?
Yeah.
But I did see her a couple times after that.
Yeah.
But dude, she has too much common sense on her head.
She's known you for too long.
I know. She's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know whose sister was oddly cute? Was Timmy Battistone.
Yeah.
Like, you would never know it looking at him, man.
Yeah.
Nicest kid in the world, but like, definitely made sense. You know, how he acted and stuff too.
Yeah.
But the nicest kid, dude. I always got along well with him.
Yeah. I never really got into golf. So,
Oh, he was obsessed with golf, wasn't he?
a few things, yeah, but no. You know, it's interesting growing up in a place like we did because everybody for basically your entire lives.
Yeah.
Like, I remember going over because he used to live, between our houses.
Yep.
It wasn't far, so I remember chilling with him, and yeah, I think we had a different block than you and Chris. It was like me and Dibs and
oh yeah.
Chelsea.
I mean, you guys were all right there. Like, I would constantly go up and visit because, like, literally, I would just ride down my road, go up the hill, and be at your place. Like, I would cut up
through the woods,
or go through the woods, which I had done before multiple times. Yeah. Dude, literally, like, I just walk through my backyard and I get spit out like 30 houses away from you.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, dude, like, it was like a good crew there because, like, I often went on the other side though, like more often to be with, like, cut down and go off across the street the other way.
Yeah.
To see like Kyle, Ralph, Brenton,
Yeah.
Who else was over there?
I saw
Jazak.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like, I'd go down over there all the time.
I'm catching up on your stories, guys.
Oh yeah. So Island Stone is related to my side story.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I'm just giving Lou grief about the amount he's charging you for the wyvern egg.
Yep. So 2.3 years. Maybe we'll have to get to that point eventually.
Although you've had it for a year and a half, I think, haven't you?
Had it for quite a while now.
What's that?
I have had it for quite a while. You're right.
It's been at least a year and a half real time.
I think you're right. So yeah, I mean, it's literally been like what, a week in game time though.
No, I mean, I think it's probably been more than a week, but yeah, maybe somewhere between weeks and months, but not many months.
Mary, how would you feel if we came out of the abyss and we were in the future?
I wouldn't mind. I'm not sure how. Actually, you know what? I don't think either of my characters would mind. Rhea being from the Feywild, time on the material plane doesn't have a lot of meaning for her, and Ashes having never been to the material plane and just trying to escape the abyss, I don't think she would care where she ends up as long as it's not here.
How do you feel out of character?
Out of character, I'm fine with that because it's something different that I haven't done in my other groups.
I don't think Lou knows quite yet. He brought it up as a potential idea that was like going around his head. I don't know if there's going to be anything happening to it, but that is one of the things he asked while you were gone on your hiatus.
Was if time ends up passing. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on how much time. But
if we like went back and it was like time passed super slow here, but super quick on Gaian.
Oh, I see. Yeah, actually, one of my groups, we ended up in a portal, and when we came back out of it, like an hour or two had passed in the portal. And we came back out and like 2 seasons had passed on Gaian. Like we'd gone from winter to like summer and skipped spring, the rest of winter and all of spring or something. Yeah.
What if it was like 100 years?
I'd be cool with that. Honestly, out of character, I'd be super cool with that because that means it's a completely new story.
Yeah.
In character, I don't think my characters care, but out of character, I'm all down for a completely different story.
Because Lou was like, well, fuck, I guess I'm writing all this abyss stuff now. Like, you guys are just going off.
Hey, that's why I was so eager to go to the abyss. That, because, I mean, I did feel like Rio would have been with Ophelia on their reasoning and stuff, but out of character, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. I've never done this.
Question: are people able to play later tonight? For the half hour, or we still have the stop time of 8:30?
Oh, I'm down for an extra half hour. I guess we all agreed. Miri, are you on board with that?
Because another thing we could do is we could do a half hour like earlier another day, or we could do a half hour later another day when people are planning for it. Since this was kind of last minute.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Earlier is very difficult for me.
Okay.
At the moment,
and I figured
sometimes I'm getting sleepy by the end of sessions, but at the moment I think we're good for today.
Okay, because we last time we brought it up, I assume we were playing a half hour later. So maybe I'm the jerk because that's what we talked about last time.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know till I logged in for the 8:30 game today that like we were doing the later stuff when I read the stuff in chat, but.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
So everyone is able to go another half hour?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So, your bat, Ashes, would actually, after not too long, the bat would come back to you and say, there are some humans walking around the camp. Or what look like humans.
Can I take...
I don't know if this is what you're looking for, but this seems suspicious.
Do they seem like they are captives or part of the camp?
Well, they're not in chains. They are just walking freely about.
I'm going to take the little prop scroll that I gave ink, and I'm gonna unroll it, and I'm gonna draw a very crude, simple, like one line, vaguely looks like Raduv's holy symbol on
Okay.
it, and then roll it back up and give it back to him. And
Okay.
I'm gonna tell him to deliver it to, if one of the humans seems like he's leading the others or directing the others, to give it to that one. Otherwise, just pick one.
All right. Yeah, he will nod and fly over towards them.
And I would share everything that the imp told me telepathically with the others.
Okay. So the imp would come flying back a little while later, seeming a bit disheveled, and he says, "They took it from me and ripped it up, and then one of them struck me, and they were laughing at me. It was quite rude of them."
Very rude. I'm very sorry they did that. Thank you for enduring that for our sakes. It was worth trying to see if they might be the people we were looking for. I'm sorry.
He says, "No, these humans were very ill-mannered. They're very mean to me."
Okay.
They're bullies, Mom.
I'll try to like undishevel him as best I can.
All
Clean him
right.
up a bit.
Technically, he isn't actually an imp, but yeah, apparently, luckily, it didn't seem like they noticed when they struck him.
Yeah,
It
that
looked
would
a
have been
little
risky. Of course, I would have I would have known if they'd killed him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I will make another one of those little prop scrolls with the crude symbol on it and give it to him. But for now, I'll just have him kind of stay near us and kind of flit back and forth and let us know if he sees anything else of interest, of anything else out of the ordinary, or anybody that stands out in any way, because they're watching others or they're different somehow, or just I don't know, anything that he thinks could be something. Thank you, Ink. That was a good catch. You found something that was different. It could have been what we were looking for.
All right. So I guess give me, if you're looking around the city ruins, give me investigation. Unless you are trying to speak to some of the devils or doing
And
something
that's
else.
everyone. We're all doing this as a group.
I would say, well, if you're doing it together, unless you're splitting off and like going in different places, I would say it would just be 2 rolls from the group if you're staying together.
What if I just want to look around?
Yeah, we're probably not super clumped, but we're probably kind of staying inside of each other, right?
Well, if you're just everyone's kind of doing their own thing, I guess you could all just make separate rolls.
What do you guys think?
I'm gonna stick with the
We're all-
group.
I think we're.
I'm
all
definitely
looking
sticking with the
at
group.
If anyone sees something, yeah.
Okay.
But can I like just use perception to like, look at everybody?
I would love to roll.
Sure, you can use perception.
I'm going to use a Kenku recall to get advantage on this as well.
Okay. You're an investigative slut. Let me see your 34.
Huh? No.
Ooh.
Oh God.
Okay.
Just looking around.
Or have you been doing?
I'll just look around too.
So, one. So a couple of hours pass as you are checking this place out a little closer.
Rary's ends at this point,
Ooh.
and so does. I think so does Enhanceability, right?
Isn't Rary's 8 hours and enhanceability 1?
They're both 1 hour. Enhanceability and Rary's both
Oh, okay.
fail, or not fail, but they're gone.
All right. So
And so is Tongues now at this point too.
Getting some
So we're
background noise,
communicating-
Matt.
Sorry, my bad.
So
I would
Tongues
imagine that we
Rary's,
continue to walk.
and
I imagine we continue to walk kind of as a group and continue to kind of look around, but we're communicating a lot less, right?
Go ahead. Yeah, Ophelia, what were you saying?
Tongue's rare. So tongues would be gone. Rary's telepathic bond would be gone, and enhance ability's gone.
We
Okay.
still have Kudo, like to link with different people as needed. So
But
So-
Kudo can't talk with anybody.
Kudo, as you are searching around, you find an area that you don't think much of at first, though as you're passing by like this ruined building, you would notice inside kind of something glinting. As you, I assume you're going to go in and check it out.
I'll link with Ophelia, and I'll be like, I see something. And I'll try to subtly gesture in a direction. And I'll link to the others and let them know as well.
So you
Yes,
find, like, as you go inside in a pile of debris, there is a small metal symbol that looks like the symbol of the Kirin.
Oh shit! I'll
in
pocket
a
it.
pile of debris, not
Yeah.
ashes, but debris. Okay.
There's no one else in here, so you don't know if maybe like one of the Celestials dropped it or the guy you're looking for dropped it, but yeah, you would find this metal holy symbol like kind of covered up by some of the debris in this building. Someone dropped it here.
We search the
will-
building.
Sure. So, or go ahead. Were you saying something,
You know
Kudo?
what he's saying.
I would like to take it because I think, I don't know, maybe whoever dropped it can locate it, and then I would like to link to Clank, and I'll be like, I think this is a good place to leave a message.
Cool. I will.
Edison approves.
Apparently,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll. Well, where are we headed to next?
Um,
Was this a cave or a tent? What was this that you went
A
into?
building.
A building,
Yeah.
and there's no one else in it?
I wanna
No, it
see-
just seems abandoned.
I would kind of nod my head towards the door. Those of us that kind of were kind of loitering around when Kudo went in. I kind of link eyes with someone else and kind of nod my head to the door and kind of meander that way. Because I'm thinking we can maybe re-up some of our magic in here.
All right. Did someone say they were looking around in here?
Yeah, Ophelia's searching the building.
Oh, we all went in. Okay, sorry, I missed that.
All right. So yeah, I guess the rest of you kind of come over to where Kudo is. He would show you the metal symbol, I assume, before pocketing it. Searching around, looks like this building has several missing walls and a couple of caved-in areas, but it is 3 stories. At least 3 surviving stories, so you can go up the stairs to get to one of the higher levels, even though the walls are blown out in several areas up there.
I go up the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might make us even less.
And you said you're
observable.
searching around as well?
Yeah.
Alright, so that would be, again, perception or investigation.
Can I have Ink stay outside the building, kind of just and let us know if anyone approaches the door?
Yeah, sure, you can flitter around out there. Okay,
Oh, sorry.
so, Ashes, you would kind of be looking around on the second floor, and you'd see some debris and signs that someone may have started a campfire up here at some point, even though it's kind of well hidden now. There are markings where a tent may have been set up at one point. You'd see like little holes in the floor in like a square pattern. And yeah, you don't think this was set up recently, but probably within the last few days, judging by some of the scratch marks and the remains you find.
I would point it out and whisper. I'm trying to be pretty stealthy, but I would try to share that with the others.
Yeah, it would be just a little while before the camp was ambushed when they came here. So this would probably be from before, your people were captured and executed.
All right. I'm gonna should we leave a mark here? Should we have Clank leave a mark here, just in case they return, so that they know we've been here?
Clank was gonna leave the message, right?
That's what I mean.
Yes, that was
Or did
fine.
we do it on the lower floor?
If you want me to leave it here, fewer people may find it. We don't necessarily want those in the devil camp to learn about us, eh?
True.
There may be some thieves amongst them.
So we perhaps will just
Oh,
hope
it's-
that the owner
I'll,
of that symbol will follow it.
I think. I'll go ahead. Finish, Clankta. You were about to say something else.
We could leave a simple message saying, we found what is it, a piece of jewelry?
Symbol.
Symbol.
Let us say jewelry instead.
I don't think we should leave any distinct, like, full sentence messages. They should be more subtle than that, don't you think? Like graffiti and not like messages.
That's kind of thieves' camp. That's exactly how it works. Yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
can read.
All right, gotcha. Okay, do your thing then. I guess apologies, Ashes says. I didn't understand the way thieves work.
Something as simple as keyring. When we found your keyring.
Well, they would know that because I have taken it. But it could be something as simple as let us meet here. We need to meet with you. We are,
Cool.
friends of Lydia, and maybe meet you here at a certain time or something like that.
Cool. Tonight? When's a good time?
Well, perhaps do you think we could stay here? Perhaps we could. Oh, I don't know. Remain here. You say meet tonight, but we don't know that they'll find the message before tonight.
Well, we'll find. There's many unknowns. But
Yes. Go ahead.
the spell will last until midnight. I think we should meet with them before it gets that close to expiring, though.
Alright.
Oh, gotcha. But we can't. We don't know for sure that they're going to see our message and meet with us when at the time we set.
Agreed.
Fuck you.
No.
Sundown. Boom. That's it. And I'll leave something about yeah.
Okay, so
I
you
guess
leave
I'll-
the message, friends meet you here at sundown.
I go up to the third. I want to check the third floor though as well, Lou.
Yeah,
So
I would say the same thing when we.
the
done.
stairwell goes up one flight, which is partially destroyed, and then goes up. I'm getting a lot of background noise.
Sorry, I'm super sorry. Sorry.
He really wants to co-DM.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. So you get up to the third floor, which is basically just a small platform. There's almost nothing left of the floor up here, and you can kind of see out over the camp, giving you a much better view of things. You can see why whoever was here probably chose this place as kind of like an easy way of looking out for the holy symbol to appear.
Okay. What do I see when I look out over the camp?
What I just said. What do you mean?
So, like, would I see like any areas like of where there's like stronger defenses around the border, like around the palisade, where the captain's tent is?
I'm not sure you'd have ways of knowing where the captain's tent is. Give me, I guess, a perception. All right, so you're straining your eyes a little, kind of looking out for something. of value. There seems to be a stronger concentration of devils in the south part of the ruins. You're not sure what the significance is. You would see there's a couple of looks like fights going on, possibly between several of the devil soldiers. You would see the humans, looks like they're drinking at kind of like an open bar area, kind of to the north. You assume those are the humans that the imps saw earlier. Other than that, you don't see much else.
Palisade looks like it goes around 360 degrees.
Well, it basically kind of covers the areas of the wall that fell over, because this city or town or whatever this is did have a wall at some point.
Okay, so it's like completely enclosed, though?
Yeah, I mean, you don't see any areas where there's like a secret way in.
Okay. Alright. Do I see any areas that are maybe like a little less guarded? That we could like hop a fence or something, or like hop over the wall?
To get out of the city?
To like get in or out if I wanted to have that knowledge.
You would see some patrols, but the north end of the city is definitely less watched than the southern part, which has a lot more of the devils in it.
Are we central right now, or
you're towards the north?
Towards the north, okay.
Yeah. There are actually other buildings that go up higher than this, but those seem to have more devils near them.
Ophelia, you're looking for an escape route.
I'm looking for an entry route, perhaps, too, if need be.
Yes, an entry and escape. Might we wander around and look closer, or do we stay up here?
How much time do we have left on this magic?
Until midnight. And we've left a note that
And what time
we'll
is it
be
now?
back at sundown. It is pretty early in the morning.
Is it still
Yeah.
morning?
It is
I think it's noon or after, right?
2:10 in the afternoon.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So if we are good to be disguised for a bit longer, then yeah, I think walking around is a good idea.
Yeah, remember, you spent a good portion of the day, well, you traveled here in the morning, then you spent several hours searching the camp, which was,
Yeah.
quite a bit of looking around.
How big is this camp? Like, I mean, I guess like
The city,
radius,
I
like
mean, whatever
hundreds, thousands of
this-
feet. I don't know.
Oh, more than it would be like a mile across.
A mile. Okay. All right.
So it's a pretty big
I would
ruined area.
Kudo, after the bond is back up, Kudo will say telepathically, I recommend that we still try to keep a low profile and stay at the notice of the guards, because last time we wanted to talk to us.
Agreed. And any encounters we have, if they're not encounters that we have specific interest in, that we want to, get out of quicker, then just be subservient or lowly, or let's just kind of, be unimportant.
Well, luckily, devils rule less through fear and intimidation and more through power of law and what's the word? Just
Hierarchy,
respect of the hierarchy, yes. So it's unlikely that the devils will attack us anyway and try to beat us into submission. But yes, probably being noticed
Tell that
less
to
would
those
be.
humans.
Huh?
Tell it. It's fine. Ashes
So he
grumbles
says,
about like humans beating up imps, but yeah.
Riala will say, well, perhaps the humans are mercenaries or something, working with the devils. I don't know. Not saying like none of these devils are violent, just probably less
Yeah.
so.
I feel like Ashes would like look to Ophelia and be like, so why would those of your kind be here working with these creatures? I would have expected them to be captives or meals, but they seem to be here of their own accord. What do you think?
I don't know. Why does
So-
Elric work with demons? Like, there are good and
Ashes,
bad on both sides.
you would probably have a better answer
Oh,
to
you're
this
right,
than they would. You know that the Blood War employs all sorts of bad people. If they're here, they're probably either indebted to someone, like through a devil's contract, or they are working with someone and are just
Mercenaries.
probably, mercenaries, like bad people.
Gotcha. They're here for gain or
Some kind
Yeah,
of
okay.
gain, or or subservient to like some devil master that
okay.
they've
Perhaps
pledged
Ashley
themselves
wouldn't
to.
have been as
See?
baffled, but
Look.
she would probably comment on those nasty humans. But anyway,
There are assholes of every race. It doesn't matter.
this is true. Actually, I would heartily agree with you on this.
So, is the plan to keep low profile and pass time?
And then search. Yeah, I'm down to search for maybe a way up close along the wall where maybe we can get in and out a little bit easier in the downtime.
Yeah, and we can
Okay.
continue to observe the other occupants of the camp as we go. I do think we should roughly stay together, but we should be nonchalant and kind of, move around, not too noticeably, like just kind of mirror
so-
the movements of those around us so that we kind of fit in. But let's stay kind of close together. I don't feel like we should
Well,
get split up.
I think most of you said you were staying at this building, right?
No, we're gonna
I don't
go.
think
We're all
I
gonna
don't
go
scout.
search.
Yeah. We want to come back at sundown.
Oh, I see.
I don't
Yeah.
want to. I don't want to stay at the building because I don't want to draw notice to this building.
Okay. Fair
We're gonna go
enough.
search around the perimeter of the town for a way that we can try to find in and out during this downtime.
Okay. So
So wait, so we're splitting up then? Is that what I heard?
No, we're staying together.
staying
Is
together.
somebody coming with us?
I didn't hear you. What did you say?
I thought we were all staying. We were all going to find. Yeah, but let's go. Let's just go. Clank
I
starts
heard
walking.
someone say they wanted to
Frank
stay.
starts
And I
walking.
apologize. I must have misunderstood.
All right. So the group is doing some more investigation to pass time.
I want to leave ink around that tower, and if someone does come into that tower while we're gone and finds Clank's messages and seems to plant themselves to wait for us, then ink will deliver the scroll with the crude symbol on it as further like,
All right.
we know you're here and we'll meet you kind of message. Yeah.
So there are a lot of devils around this place. You would see some merchants as well. Looks like selling some wares. The soldiers are generally either fighting, like sparring with each other, although every now and then you would see a group kind of assembling. Looks like they might be getting ready to send several battalions of them off somewhere, as a larger number of them are now forming towards the north part of the settlement. You'd also discover that the western part, the part closest to the lake, is almost completely abandoned. There's like no one over there. The devils are... they do still have some palisades built, and there's like one or two guards like kind of watching the walls, but yeah, you would think that that might be a good place to sneak in and out, now that you've had some more time to look around. Do you want to do anything with any of that information, or just keep passing time?
Let's just keep observing. Yeah, maybe like from a distance, see why they're crowding, but we don't want to get anywhere close to them.
Why don't we head to the west? Stay away from north.
Okay.
Go look at the wall a little bit closer. Okay.
What do y'all think?
Okay.
It's either that or hide and avoid getting recruited into this assembling of troops.
Fair. Let's go to the west side.
Alright, so seeing the armies grouping up a little, you decide to get out of Dodge a little bit to avoid that. Give me... Well, Yeah, give me some stealth checks. I'll give you advantage since you're going kind of to the area where there's a lot less people. Alright, so... I think 2 more rolls. We'll do Balak. Not very stealthy. Oh, but with advantage. Apparently very stealthy. Who has not rolled? I only see 4 rolls.
Miri?
Sorry, I was listening, but I got up from the computer for a bit. Stealth?
Yes. Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
Alright, so yeah, as the large groups are walking past, you all kind of quickly move over into the abandoned areas, keeping an eye out. You're not really noticed by any of the people walking. However, as you're kind of crouched down there, let's see, Ophelia, you hear a voice and something taps you on the shoulder. It says, hey you.
I just turn around and look at him.
You see an imp floating above you. He says, I see you hiding here. He says, why aren't you with the others?
Just like... He's speaking common?
He is speaking telepathically.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, wait. Actually,
I just don't...
He would be speaking in Infernal, so I guess only some of you would understand him. I don't think
Can
he would
I
speak
hear it?
telepathically. Yeah, you all
Okay,
hear this.
If I
Like,
can, then I will translate via the bond.
okay. He says,
I just say... Don't ask me to talk to leader.
He says, I know Traskar. He is called for the units to assemble. Why are you hiding here?
Ask the,
We are
ask the
not
leader.
one of the units who wants us. We are a scouting unit.
Did you just reveal yourself, Clank? Because he had only seen
Yeah, he
Ophelia.
Well, yeah, so Clank, you step out and say that. Give me a deception check.
I'll use a Kenku recall.
How visible
Get
is
advantage.
this to the rest of the
Okay.
doubles right now?
So 21. It says scouting units were. You are still a soldier, both of you. Why are you hiding here? He says, Traskar is called. You must go. Listen.
How visible is this exchange to other devils?
It's not very visible. You guys are, like I said, kind of off in the boonies, so no one else has noticed yet.
We have a telepathic bond.
Yeah, via the bond, I'd be like, should I mind spike it?
I'm all for killing it.
Alright, you're gonna
Yeah,
cast Mind Spike?
Is it silent? Let me look here. Yep. I will mind spike it.
Alright, go ahead
I
and...
would.
Yeah.
I would.
Wait, do you say anything via the bond before I do that?
I would like when you say you're gonna do that. I also would like to time a spell, a psionic spell that is silent at the same time.
Nice.
And
You wanna do
I'll ready dagger. But yeah.
Alright,
sounds like
well,
we're
I heard 2 of you were readying it. So give me initiative rolls. I'll say it has disadvantage because it would be surprised by this.
Who acts to cause
We don't
the
get a surprise
One
round?
of the acts should go off, right? And that's what causes the initiative?
There's no surprise round anymore. It's just if you're surprised, you have disadvantage on initiative.
Oh.
So he would roll a 5. Well,
our tokens aren't out, so.
yeah, I can just. It's kind of theater of the mind here.
Shit.
I don't think it's gonna last.
So let's see.
Clank is to go
Ashes. All right, so Clank, you said you're stabbing him, right? Oh, well. Go ahead. Slowly insert the knife into the little imp.
Can you roll stealth with that just to like make it extra like subtle?
Go ahead, roll your
Extra slow.
damage.
I'm trying to.
Oh,
There
okay.
we go.
Nice.
So the imp says you're like you tell everyone what you're about to do, and you start chanting, and the imp says, "Do you hear?" And a dagger just comes flying over, impaling the thing. It falls to the floor, like just twitching.
As a reaction, I am going to collect its soul.
Oh
Alright,
yeah.
So Clank walks over and sucks
I hold
the
my hand out, and it's a little tiny soul trinket appears in my hand.
a little paper doll of a devil appears.
Put that in my pocket and say thank you.
Doesn't
can
look
I
like anyone else heard that, Rhea says, thankfully.
Can I like try to hide the body?
Yeah, exactly.
Sure,
Conceal
so
the
you
body immediately
just pick up
and
the little
Ink
impaled
help.
imp as
Yeah. Oh wait, no, Ink's back at the tower.
Clank pulls his dagger out of it, and you just, I don't know, throw it in a pile of trash or something.
Kudo, were you gonna say something?
Oh no, I don't want to repeat that actually.
You all gain 2 XP.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, yeah, so it looks like there's a large gathering of soldiers up north, and at this point they would start to march outward.
I think we should continue to hide and do our best to conceal Ophelia.
No.
Okay, so you're just gonna kind of try to, like, wait here and pass time?
Rhea, do you have magic that helps us sneak?
Yes. Sorry, I'm not Rhea, but yes, she does.
Rhea will say, I do have some pass without trace that could help us, but there's not much to hide from here. Do you think it's necessary?
Probably not.
I guess another imp could come along and notice us.
I suppose when we start moving back to the
That
road,
would be a good time.
She nods and says, alright, well, I'll have it ready for when we move, in case we're here a while. Alright.
Okay, past time.
So...
I would say we should probably stay still for a little bit while the marching goes by, but like, yeah, then we should move along.
You hear what sounds like, a little while later, sounds of combat coming from the north. Like some sort of battle is occurring.
The direction they were marching? Or a different direction?
Yes,
Okay.
like they're, like, yeah, there's yelling, and there's the sound of, like, steel clashing, and, like, definitely some kind of commotion going on outside of town. Either the
Hopefully that's-
settlement's being attacked, or something's going on.
Ashes would say via the bond. Hopefully that's devils and demons killing each other.
Alright, so you just
And
wait.
those humans that beat up Ink.
Is that what it is? Can we see what it is? You know.
So from down in the streets, it's kind of hard to see. There's some buildings in the way. Do you want to try to get closer and take a look?
If we went back to our tower, would we have a good view? Or
Oh yeah, the tower would give you a view of this place easily.
and what time is it? How close are we to sunset?
This happened around. It's about 5:30.
All right, let's cast Pass Without Trace and move towards the tower.
Okay.
I'm down. Yeah.
So Rhea says, "All right, everyone, get close. Keep quiet. Don't get too far away, or else the spell will lose its effect on you." She will begin to chant, casting Pass Without Trace. Once her sheet opens. Where is it?
It's
There
a
it
level
is.
2. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, the familiar magics will kind of encompass you, make you a bit chameleon-like as you move, also keeping any tracks from forming. The group makes its way towards the tower, which is still abandoned when you get there. And at this point, it sounds like the fighting has died down a bit. You climb up to the top just as you hear a roar, and a huge demon comes flying past the tower. You're not sure if it noticed you or not. A bit of a familiar demon, actually. Where is it? Too many demons.
It's like we're in the abyss.
Yeah, it's like we're in the abyss. That Baylor you fought.
Oh my
Same
god.
one? The one that's got it out for Eldrick?
Yes. So you're kind of on your way up. Luckily, you're all under Pass Without Trace, so it might not have seen you if you roll a decent stealth. But you
considering his disaffinity for Elric and the fact that we were in Elric's company the last time he saw us. If he saw us, I feel like he would.
Maybe he found Elric. That's what he's going for.
He seems like he is flying away because there's a bunch of arrows and spears hitting the building as he goes flying past.
Oh, the things are shooting at him.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he is. He's here to attack. More that he is in retreat, as there's like a bunch of yells from the demonic or the devilish infernal creatures from down below. So go ahead, give me some stealth checks. Because I assume you don't want them to see you either.
No. Look at Kudo go.
Yeah, I mean 17 is your low, yeah. Alright, so luckily, yeah, the spell is doing its work. And you are kept out of the view of the devils, several of which come flying past the tower as well after the thing, but none of them notice you. And now, being up high, you would notice down below that demon you had fought earlier, in chains, being dragged back into the city.
Oh, the Baylor that's after Elric, right?
Not the Baylor.
Oh,
Krusk.
It would be the armored one. No, Krusk is a devil.
Oh.
It was the one you fought in the cave. Here, let me grab his
I probably
picture.
wasn't here. I don't know.
This guy.
Oh, is this like the paladin dude?
Yes.
Oh, the one that it could be one of
Balek's friends or whatever.
Yeah, but has been corrupted or.
Balek says, the captured Karn.
Okay.
Can we free him?
Oh.
Well, he's still a demon. I don't know. We probably should just forget about it.
Ashes would say he seemed pretty far gone. I know his vessel, his container, his body was once something else, but when we encountered him, he seemed just like all the other devils I've encountered.
As well, if the Baylor and he were attacking, there might be a horde of demons coming this way. It says it's rare that only a few demons will attack. There's probably more. This place might not be safe given time. We should be cautious if we stay here.
If it's already 6 p.m., like, depending... Okay, I mean, I'm totally...
How late is sunset?
Yeah, on Earth, like, sunset could be anywhere from 5 to 8, but it depends on where you are.
The sun would still be out. The sun is a little bit muted here. Like, it's kind of a grayish environment. Like, the purple on the map is somewhat accurate. Like, it's almost like a grayish, purplish tint to this place, to the wastelands. But the sun would still be out.
We should get out of here while we still can.
Lou, I hold up. How many, like, if I hold up, this is like an actual thing. But if I hold up like my hand to like the horizon and going up to like the sun, how many fingers, like, would I be able to count? The distance?
Probably like
'Cause
2.
Okay, so I say sunset's in about half an hour.
Well,
So
Well,
should we just wait here?
let's just stay here, I think. Every time we move,
Cool.
we might try this.
Sounds good. Let's stay here.
Wisdom.
Let's hide.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a bunch of commotion down in the streets with the fighting that just happened. So they're dragging Karn, it looks like, towards the southern part of the city. You would see that Balak seems a little bit torn, but he just nods and says, yeah, it's probably best we stay here.
It's good to know your medicine's working, Balak. I thought you might have gone a little crazy there for a second.
What do you mean?
I thought seeing Karn might perhaps draw out some of your darker feelings. I just had a little bit of concern for you.
He says, the only feelings I feel are sadness that my old friend is still around and still being tormented by his form. He says, and I mean, there's nothing we can do for him. There's no point in trying to save him.
Well, let us wait for potentially our friend, and then it might be a good idea to book it out of here.
I agree. Alright, so as evening turns to night, it's very dark, which you are, used to. I assume no campfires, you're just sort of sitting in the dark in this building.
Marshmallows.
More
Well, no,
marshmallows.
there's no campfires.
And nobody came?
A light would be
Um.
very obvious. Were you gonna say something, Mary?
I think that I need to restart. I need to log out and restart. I can't get anything on my. I can't get anything in Roll20 to respond, so I'm gonna restart. But I
Okay.
think that Ashes might have Magic Circle. I saw someone ask that, so I don't know if she has any.
I don't think it's. Yeah.
I
What
saw
about-
someone ask. So I wanted to respond, and I was trying to check, and yeah. All right, but go ahead, continue if it's not important. Yeah.
Okay. So, as you are sitting there, keeping an eye out, I'll say Ophelia. You would hear like a strange tapping noise coming from one of the side rooms of this building.
Wait, there were rooms we didn't explore?
Oh, you explored them.
I hear tapping.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna try to get up and quietly go investigate.
Okay. So you
Is
walk
it-
over.
And see, like, I just want to, I don't want to, like, go fast or anything. Like, it's going to be super, super cautious. Like, I'm just picking up my head to look so the party would see me. I'm not just going to, like, walk off.
Okay. So you walk over there, kind of taking a look around.
Can Rhea make her more stealthy?
Like, I'm knowing where it's coming from, Lou.
Well, you hear it over in the room.
Okay, then I will silently try to alert, like, Kudo and Clank and Ashes and, like, be pointing to my ear in the room.
Alright, so you sort of motion over in this direction.
And I motion to Kudo to, like, I touch my head and then point to his and then touch my head.
I will link over and start quietly tiptoeing over there.
And I explain everything to you so you can tell whoever.
I
Alright.
relay it.
So you all sort of gather around this room. You would all hear the tapping as well now that you're closer. There's something making noise inside there. It's kind of like a rhythmic tapping. It doesn't sound random.
Alright, let's go inside the room.
All right, who's going in first?
Does anyone know Morse code? Sorry.
Beep, 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 beep.
Rhythmic tapping.
Well, shit. I guess I'm should be
willing
the
to go
one.
in first.
Okay.
I'm the tanky one. I should probably go, Matt.
Okay.
I'll go.
Yeah, and you said everyone gathers. I'm not gathering. I'm alert, but I'm gonna stay like, I don't know, 15 feet back from the rest.
I will cast psionically summon aberration and
Okay.
extend it to the usual, basically. So it's completely silent. And I will use the sorcerer points for that. But yeah, that's
All
all.
right. So you send your
No.
aberration in.
Yeah, with Ophelia to if it's a trap. Yeah.
All right. So there is
What
a
time?
time. Is it
7 or something, like 7 p.m. or 7:30?
7:30? Yeah. So there's a flash of energy as a slot appears next to Ophelia and says, "I will assist you." And the two of you
Which
start
she does
walking.
not understand.
Yeah, it's more like because it speaks Slod. The two of you walk towards the room. You enter, and you can hear the tapping, but you don't see anything from the spot it's coming from.
Blank, does this tapping mean anything to you in your thief language?
Kudo, you would feel a knife to your back.
Oh.
And the voice says, "Don't move, wizard. I won't kill you unless I have to." He says, "I know that you're not actually what you seem to be. So what exactly are you?" He would say in common.
I'll say, I am no wizard. I am a sorcerer, and I am no devil. I am a turtle, and I carry with me what I believe to be your symbol.
He says, "Are you with the refugees who are stuck in the abyss, the ones that Arch was sent to retrieve?"
Ooh.
Indeed, that is us.
He says, "My apologies, then. I will take my knife away slowly. Please do not turn around or start casting."
I will hold up my hands, like kind of like showing that I'm not doing anything.
All right.
Start casting.
Ophelia comes out.
I was gonna do it in chat.
Just guiding bolt. Guiding bolt.
The slot's like, no, I want to throw a
Eldritch
fireball.
blast.
Because our slot in the other game, we have a slot, and he just throws fireballs everywhere.
Yeah. All right. So you feel him like take the knife away and say, "Friends," and you would all hear this now. "My apologies for the deception. I just weren't sure exactly who you were or why you were disguised the way you are."
So he's speaking out loud in common?
Keeping his voice down, yes.
Okay.
He says, where is it? Just did this.
Turn
He says,
around.
yeah, so you kind of slowly turn around.
So what does he look like?
I have a picture of him, but now... Oh, it's right here. I was scrolling right past it. He says, "My name is Crotus. I'm actually one of the people sent to retrieve you."
Oh, sweet. Kudo will give a deep bow and then slowly pull out the symbol of the Kirin and he'll say, "I believe this belongs to you."
He
Gives
says,
it back.
"It doesn't actually. This was one of the symbols of the Celestials who were in the camp. I recognize it. Believe his name was Telehast. But he's dead now. His head is hanging on the wall outside." He says, "No, I actually found you all when you killed that imp in the western area. Because I was sort of using that area as well."
Oh.
I've been following you. I was curious because at first I thought you a normal group of devils, but when you just slaughtered that imp, I knew something was up.
Oh, I see. Knowing that this belonged to the Celestials, I'll hand it over to Ophelia. Yeah.
I will take it and put it in my pouch.
Well, I'm glad someone is still alive. I was starting to think I was the only one left. Do you know what happened to the... were any of the camp, did any of them make it out? I know several fled to the north of here.
Quick out of character.
Oh, yeah.
I'm curious. Is Radu dead?
Radu's missing. You don't know what happened to him.
He's missing. Okay. All right. Sorry. Yeah,
Well, those people are. I look and I say, "You mean these people right here?" As I point to the others, the 3 tieflings.
The 3 devils?
Yeah, yeah, we all are. We're all in disguise.
I'm like, yeah, these ones right here.
He shrugs. He says, "Like, you have disguises on yourselves. I assume you all appear like devils to me."
Wait, really? I'm pretty
This
good.
is common, right?
Not a bad person.
But
All right.
I'll be like, I'll point out to the 3 devils, and I'll be like, they are the only survivors from the camp.
I see. Well, it's
I would
unfortunate.
step forward and say, like, the Celestials were slaughtered. None of those in our camp remain.
So then I'm the only Celestial still living. That is unfortunate. This mission has not at all gone to plan. He says, and this must be one of the ones I was sent to retrieve. He points to Clank. He says, a Kenku. What of the other, the human?
Point to Ophelia, I think.
No, it was Radu.
Oh, well, Ashes would point to Ophelia because I think she's human, and he said human, so that's where I'd point.
We all look like devils.
Yeah.
I pull out.
That's true. He wouldn't even see. He wouldn't even see Clank, so never mind. So yeah, he would just ask, "Are the 2 secured? The ones we were sent to retrieve? Are they among you?"
I pull out Arch's insignia that he passed on to me before he passed, and I say, unfortunately, Arch is no longer with us. And as for the other you speak of, he is no longer here as well.
We know not what happened to Radu, the servant of Remy. He spoke much of her, but what is? Sorry, I guess I'm confused on which one. What others? What are the others that you were tasked to protect?
He says, we were tasked to save a being, a Kenku and a human. I believe the human was a follower of Kirin, one of his warriors.
I'm afraid we've lost him. We are not certain his fate. He was with us for some time, but has been gone for half that time.
I see. He says, well, things are getting very dangerous here with the arrival of the general. I believe they call him Trasker. He, hang on a sec, what type of demon is he, or devil is he? He is a fire hellion, a very dangerous type of demon. And obviously you've seen the armies he has with him. I think they are here to establish a much more permanent place to continue their blood war in this area of the Abyss. Though why they appeared here around the same time we did couldn't just be a coincidence.
Could it not?
He says it's unlikely. I have been unable to find out what the connection is. Why they suddenly showed up.
We were told by Delania that you might have a way for us to get off of the abyss?
He says, well, I did. Unfortunately, the devils, when they came, took possession of what I would need. It's not something I could hide. So,
All
What is
right,
his name?
Crotus, tell us what it is. It sounds like
Yeah.
we're going to be on a mission.
New fest.
he says there's a stone arch that was hidden within the city that has an area of this abyss, of this plane, that is a bit it's a bit thin, the connection between here and Celestia. It was a way to get to Celestia, and from there we could take you back to Gaian. He says, but there are devils all over it now. They discovered it when they came here, and I had to abandon it because it was way
And they
too
know
big
it's
to move.
important.
I don't know what they know, but they are guarding it.
Ooh. They know it's
Um,
some significance, it seems.
I think so.
Devils. If the devils have learned of this, perhaps news of this has also reached the demons. And the demons, if they wish to spread to other planes, perhaps that's what brings them here.
He says it's possible. The demons are way less organized than the armies of the Infernal, but they're more dangerous because of their numbers and their sheer joy in chaos and destruction.
There is one demon that may be different. The one that they captured. He was not always a demon, and there was some time ago when he was a general, a dwarven general, I believe.
Yes, he's my friend, Balak says. He and I, and many others, were stuck here long ago when we attempted to come here to close a portal that led to Gaian. He says, perhaps you know of, what is it? Of Karn Thunderstrike, Crotus says. I know the name, but I did not know that the demon was he. He says, the demon you speak of, the one that was captured, serves Torduk the Unbanished, which is a very powerful, very dangerous Baelor. He says, I don't know if there's much I can do for your friend. I assume you're asking if I can help him in some way.
No, I only point out that the demons may have been organized.
He thinks, he says, well, mostly the demons organized through brute force. But yes, perhaps Torduk brought several of his demons here, and that's why they were just attacked. Maybe looking into what you say, the stone arch discovered by the devils. He says, I don't know for sure why they were here or what their purpose is, but it might be dangerous to stay here too long if there's an all-out attack. He says, but that said, I can't really get us out of this plane without that stone arch. It's
Then
in
that
the
would
south
be
part of
our-
the city.
That should be our priority, I think.
He says,
I would
"But
look around to everyone else.
Well,
Do we
I
need to-
have a question for you, Crotus. Do you know anything about the irradiated area to the southeast that had different timeline, future something, technology, information? Like, is that a way that we could get off of here too? I didn't know if there might be something similar there. I don't know why there's weird there.
well, I don't really know much of this place, but the Abyss. I mean, many different worlds can connect to it. So, if you saw some kind of strange magic or technology, it could be from a group that came here long ago for different reasons and was maybe felled.
Okay.
Let's
Thanks, Crotus.
try this first route. And do you need anything else besides the?
Well, I'd like to ask some other opinions, Matt, and see if like we can find the best option, not just like first option and go for it, right? Because we're talking about overthrowing a whole city, so I just wanted to get some information.
Yeah, well,
Cool.
we can kind of end here anyway because we are at 9, and you guys can talk
But it's
about.
on the abyss, so I don't know, and if any of us really counted as cities.
Yeah.
I am interested into hearing what Clank wanted. I think he didn't say everything, so if you don't mind.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
What
we
did
got
you
a
want
lot
to
of
say,
questions.
Clank?
I understand and appreciate that, Ophelia. We might have a short clock hanging over this first option, and I think second option is absolutely a great way to explore if the first does not work, because we won't have much time.
Curtis says, I don't think we have to worry about the devils or the demons using the arch. The magic is not something that non-celestials can do. But I am concerned that they might destroy it if they figure out what it's used for.
Yes, I agree.
And Kudo would like to say one last thing. He would be like, while it is dangerous here, this also might serve to be the perfect distraction. We might not get another opportunity like this.
Yes, and I do think it's important we gather probably as much information from the new frontier as we can, since just so that way, look what happened when Delania died, right? It was so hard to track you down, already, Crotus. So
He says, well, I'm glad you did. I was beginning to think I was alone here, and I have no way of getting to that arch by myself. Alright, so yeah, just give me MVP votes. MVP. Hopefully you guys had fun. I was fighting a pretty bad headache that game, so I don't know if it was obvious.
it was not.
Okay.
It was not.
So Clank with 3 votes, who I think left.
Yeah.
I hope you
you are
feel better,
MVP. Yeah, I'll probably be fine. I just it's been a long Monday and Tuesday because these are my 4 game days, and I've been like all today.
4 games? You have 4 games? Oh my gosh.
Well,
Oh,
2
wow.
on Monday, 2 on Tuesday.
Oh, 4. Okay, yeah.
4
gotcha.
total, not 4 today.
I thought you meant like 4 games a day, and I was like, what?
No, I want to say I wish, but that would be really good for business if I could do 4 games a day.
Yeah, but you'd have to get up crazy early, and yeah.
And I think my head would.
Well, I
explode.
remember like during when I was laid off, when not I wasn't laid off, my hours were reduced. But when I had a reduced schedule, like during 2020 and 2021, like I joined some of your afternoon games and stuff. So, but like I can't imagine doing 2 or 3 or 4 in a row. Oof. Even if you could find like the players in the right time zones that worked for them and stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm usually fine. It's just for some reason today I was like fighting a headache in my first game and I didn't get much better. So I'm glad you guys still had fun because I'm very bad at judging like how much fun games are. So I'm glad you still enjoyed the storytelling.
Yeah.
Before we sign off, Lou, do you have any inside votes for people's characters?
What?
Oh yeah, it was a pretty heavy game. It was.
This is the problem with having a headache the whole game. I don't recognize good stuff as much. Let's see. Yeah, the whole game is like a blank for me right now. I'll say I'm gonna give it to Clank for like just splattering that imp. I'll give him another insight because that was pretty awesome.
I mean,
That was a
okay, here's the
cool
thing.
scene
Like,
in my
I'm
head.
not
Everyone's about to
seeing-
cast, and Imp's like, "Do you hear that?"
Right,
and then like,
right. And here's
it
the thing. Like,
explodes.
on one hand, it doesn't seem super important because it's like, oh, like, let's just kill this imp, right? But here's the thing: if that imp had gotten away, the
Oh yeah, it
everything
could have
could
been really
change.
bad. Yeah. It was just a cool scene in my head. That was more like when I pictured like you guys all getting ready to cast and like do all this magic, and suddenly just a knife from off screen like impales it, and he just goes down. It's like, oh,
Thanks,
all right.
Lou. Good session. Night, guys.
Good night.
Right.
Well, I hope you feel better, Lou.
Yeah, I probably will. Tomorrow's only one game, so I'm me in the stream.
Oh, you only have one game on.